Whoa, whoa, Mark, what are you doing? You can't hit the new Cobra Speedzone Xtreme yet. It's not out yet. You can't have it.
But we've tested it.
Well, I know, but this is yours, the Ping G410.
Well, this is a good club.
Yeah. So, I mean, we can compare them if you want.
Let's do it.
And let's do it now.
Coming in, yeah, flex, I just wanna win, yeah, LABB who we running with, yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah, state your name, big bin dope.
Right, this is getting boring, Mark, come on, let's go extreme. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel, and this is your very first time watching my content, first of all, welcome to the channel. Second of all, Mark, what do the guys have to do?
Please subscribe. And remember to ring the bell for notifications.
You've got to subscribe, you've got to ring the notification bell, and while you're there guys, leave us a like if you do enjoy the content. And as always, it's imperative to us that they're a part of the content, Mark.
Yeah, feedback, suggestions.
You guys are a massive part of these videos, so hit those comments below. Today I want you guys to comment below, are you looking forward to trying the brand new Cobra Speedzone Xtreme? And have you tried the Ping G410?
Yeah.
So the point of today's video, Mark, we've literally just finished a comparison of the Cobra Speedzone Xtreme for yourself, Mark,
yes.
mid-handicap tester. What's your handicap at the moment, Mark?
It's 14.
14, so as mid as it gets, near enough, to be fair.
Definitely.
We're not going to tell you which one won because we don't want to ruin that video, but spoiler alert, this video includes the Speedzone Xtreme.
Yes.
So, you enjoyed this, didn't you?
I did.
The
yeah,
Xtreme?
I like both of them.
Yeah?
They were very good clubs.
The Xtreme worked better. Now we're going to test it against your own driver,
yep,
the G410 PLUS.
G410.
Yeah. You've enjoyed this, haven't you, as well this year?
I have, yes, I've played well with this.
I think there's a niggling, I can tell whenever we talk drivers, there's something where, could there be something better?
Yes, definitely.
And I think that's fair enough. I think we can all relate to that.
Yeah.
So, is there something better? We're going to find out today. So we've already hit this, we don't really need to hit any more. We might hit a couple more just to give you a comparison with feeling and sound, but we do have some numbers for this. How will the G410 PLUS compare?
Compared to it. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So Mark, looking down at the clubs, obviously two very different looking drivers there, aren't they?
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts on those?
Well, obviously there's a matte finish and there's a gloss finish. And oddly, in the other video, I talked about how the Xtreme was much bigger, elongated in comparison to the Speedzone, but the G410 looks even longer.
It does, doesn't it? I thought that looking down here actually. And interestingly, if we look at both of the tops of these clubs, we have kind of racing stripes on all of them, don't we? So we have a little bit of aerodynamics on the back of both of them to help the club head go faster.
Yes, yeah, you do. So we shall have to see what happens.
Yeah.
I'd probably prefer a matte finish to a gloss finish as a matter of course.
Funny you should say that. So you can get the Cobra Speedzone, and this wasn't staged actually, I don't know why I made such a big deal of that, but you can get it obviously in the white, the Arctic I think it's called.
Right.
Arctic? White? Snow? It's the white one anyway. That comes with a matte finish and it looks brilliant.
Okay, yes, yeah. All right,
so there is that.
That'd be good. Yeah, interesting.
So I'll tell you what, Mark, we're going to hit a couple more speed zones to start with, just to carry on. Obviously that is your shaft, so we know that it is a little bit shorter, and you're going to grip down on that just to make it fair.
Okay.
Yeah, go Cobra to start with. We'll go a couple more just to finish off those numbers, and then we're going to go Ping G410 PLUS. That sounded fast, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, it did.
Very nice. I can see this maybe making a move for the bag.
Yeah, can you? Well, we'll just have to see.
We'll have to see if you want to win it, Mark.
You've got to be in it.
You've got to be in it to win it. Remember, guys, if you head over to my comparison of the Cobra Speedzone drivers, there's a giveaway on there to win one.
No, that's terrible.
Oof, Mark. Ball left!
Terrible.
Right, Mark, I think that's enough, especially after seeing that one. That's about as mid-handicap as reviews can get, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Show us now some with your own Ping G410.
Yep.
And we're going to compare looks, we're going to compare feel, and we're also going to compare numbers and dispersion. Do you feel like you're back at home now?
Oh, it's a little bit. Yes, it's more.
It's always nice to get back into your own.
More familiar, isn't it? Yeah. Like being Australian Dubai for.
Well, you know what? There was nothing like getting back to your own bed. That's a nice swing. So generally, Mark, when you've been playing, what kind of shots have you been seeing with the G410? Because it's been in all season now, hasn't it, near enough?
Yeah, it tends to, I think the first one left.
Yeah.
But I tend to sort of be straight and then fade at the end.
Yeah, okay.
Just a sort of slight fade, weak fade if you like, at the end of the ball flight, quite frequently. Until I get on the tee and I set up for that specific shot, and then I hit it left.
Oh, we've all been there. We can all relate to that. The good old double cross. Nice. Now, just standing here listening to them, for me they sound totally different.
Yes, I agree with you.
I don't know how you'd compare them. And it's funny because the one thing that kind of puts me off the G410, and I enjoyed it when I tested it, was the sound. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the sound of the G410. I think yes, it's perhaps more tinny.
Yeah, that's a good
than
word.
Than the Speedzone. They're both quite loud.
Yeah. Yeah, they are both loud, aren't they? If you compare it to maybe an M6 or an M5,
yeah, exactly.
They're quite subdued.
Yes, they're both loud, but yeah, there's a teeny element to this, the Ping.
Nice, Mark. We're hitting fairways with this, Mark, aren't we? And that's why, obviously, with the fitting, you all right with that?
Got it.
That's why, and that's what we kind of looked for in the fitting, wasn't it? It was very much hitting fairways.
On it.
It's almost like you're on autopilot with this.
Yeah, they're going quite well, aren't they?
They are going well.
Consistency-wise, yeah. Hello.
Bit low, but you see that to me is where with other drivers, not just the Cobra, but that would have gone further left on you, I think.
Yeah,
seeing how you've tested drivers this year.
Yeah.
Well, let's go 2 more, Mark, with the G410.
Okay.
Then we'll throw maybe 1 more Speedzone in just because, why not?
Yeah.
And then we'll take a look at them all. Have you got any feedback when it comes to looking down at them, or even the visuals of just the drivers as a whole?
Well, I think for me, again, it comes back to that sort of that matte finish.
Yeah.
It looks more subdued and calm.
Yeah.
Whereas the gloss with the yellow flashes on it,
A little bit garish.
is a little bit sort of boy racer.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah.
As an older person, I prefer this. Maybe.
So, have you seen the white one?
Which of course I haven't, no. So
let me show you. So Mark, this is the Cobra Speedzone in white. Somewhere.
Yeah.
And it kind of, so that matte finish there runs over the top as well. Would you be more likely to game that maybe than
that would certainly be more of an interesting head for me to play. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. There you go. Glad you've seen it. Oh, we interrupt his rhythm and he still splits the fairway with it. But this is very much why the Ping's in the bag, Mark, isn't it?
It is.
Very much why it's in the bag.
Very much.
Let's go 1 more, and then we're going to go extreme again.
I always like to go extreme.
Yeah, and remember it is extreme without the E because, I don't know why. But where's the E? Right, this is getting boring, Mark. Come on, let's go extreme. That's another fairway hit, to be fair. So dispersion, we know which one's going to win, but what about distance? You see, and it is amazing for me how opinions can vary because there's only one winner visually looking at it for me, and it would be the Cobra. But then,
yeah,
that's why we enjoy
boy racer.
So that's the longest of the day by far.
It is.
But it's probably further left than any of the G410s. Right, Mark, we know that you're feeling the burn now, so we're going to go 1 more shot, then we're going to have a big old comparison. Yeah, nice, Mark. That's a lovely shot to finish the day on. Very nice.
Yep.
So before we do compare numbers and dispersion and everything, what would you say if I had to ask which one wins looks, which one wins feel, and which one wins maybe sound?
The G410 wins the looks for me.
No, it can't do.
Does for me. Does for me.
Yeah.
I say just because this is a bit too bright and shiny
Yeah,
and
that's fair enough.
And out there sort of thing. Sound wise, I think the Cobra wins
Yeah.
on sound.
Yeah.
Certainly. And the feel. I think for me, I have to go still with the Ping. I just slightly prefer the feel off the face of the Ping.
I get that.
And of this.
And I think actually I mean, we're going to get to dispersion now, so if we do look at the dispersions, obviously we have the Xtreme here where he's got some great shots in there, don't get me wrong, there's probably half a dozen real good shots there, but there's also, and we're not saying this is down to the driver, it's obviously, whenever I test them, I think it's a lot of pilot, but that kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? I'm going to say there's one bad shot there, Mark, and that's not
the first one I hit.
Yeah, and it's not a terrible shot, is it, compared to I mean, that's a big difference. The G410 definitely takes dispersion. What about numbers? So numbers, we'll start with the dispersion winner and the feel winner and the looks winner, which is the G410 for Mark. And we've got 239, 240, 229, 245, 233, 226 and 229, giving us a grand total average of 235 yards, with a club head speed of just over 100, ball speed 144 we'll call that, spin at 3007, which is very, very high, and we'll speak about this after this comparison. But what about the Xtreme? So we've been hitting the Xtreme quite a lot. There's a few there. We have had to take a few out because the flight scope hasn't read them properly, so I have taken those out for the averages. But looking at them, very similar. There's a couple of high numbers in there, which that one at 257 was massive. It was left, but it was massive. And we have an average of 242, so that's 7 yards more. But club head speed's actually lower. Club head speed's 99.6, ball speed 145. So ball speed's up even though club head speed is down. Spin's lower at 3.1, which is still too high, but it is a lot more manageable. And I do think a lot of that is down to how you swing on the day, personally. I think we discussed in the Cobra video, you're probably not swinging at your best today, although there are some good shots in there.
There are.
Distance-wise, the Xtreme, club head speed's down, ball speed's up. We can't really argue with that too much.
We can't.
Spin was lower than the G410,
yeah.
But there's no way on God's earth I would give you that over this today.
No. Because of the dispersion.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's something in there which is causing you to miss more fairways.
Yeah.
The shaft is longer, but you have grip down on it, so we're trying to even that out a little bit. Obviously, this shaft is fitted for you, as opposed to just a kind of stock shaft, which is the Project X.
Definitely.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. We do hope you've enjoyed it. Mark, what are your opinions?
Before we did this test, this was definitely the club.
Yeah.
That I was going to keep, having already tried this one,
yeah.
Sort of thing. And indeed, during this test, I still felt that.
Yeah.
And I agree with you on the dispersion rate. Although this has surprised me.
The numbers
have surprised me, so I would definitely want to try this again.
I think you definitely try it, and for me,
have a look outside with it and just see what goes on outside with it.
Exactly that. We need to get them on the golf course. So guys, what we will do for you, we won't even ask you to comment below. We will just arrange to go out on the golf course and test these old-fashioned Sharpie marker on the ball, see where they finish. I love that kind of testing as well. It's just more enjoyable, isn't it? Yeah. We might even get a shot tracer on it for you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, thank you ever so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a like if you enjoyed the content, and if you didn't enjoy it, then hopefully you'll enjoy the next one.
Still leave us a like.
Yeah,
make a comment.
You can still like. Well, these people who dislike. Anyway. Guys, thank you so much, and we're going to see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Cheers, guys.